Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am playing Theme Park Tycoon, and today I'm going to be building a park from scratch basically, but I do know exactly basically what I'm building. I'm just going to give myself like the admin command for a private server really quick because I forgot to do it before I started, so I have to do that really quick. So if any of my friends watch this is how I usually do all these crazy things. But this is my first park, and it's not great. But I have been improving it, so I made that recently. And I've just decided that I want to recreate my first park because this used to be a mine train roller coaster, which was like really cool. But I deleted it to replace it for what I thought would be a better ride, which turns out to be one of the worst decisions probably the worst decision I've done in Theme Park Tycoon. So we're gonna start recreating it. So as you can see, basically all structures are made of terrain, so we're gonna be fixing that. And also, like my first park, it's gonna be accessible to guests. I also made this recently, so I wanna have like this cool archway. So this is called Coasterland, and I'm gonna load in the new version. So this is called Coasterland, but you can't really see it. This is called a spaghetti park, where basically you just build nonsense and like it just doesn't look great. So we are going to be building our new park, which is my 35th park. So that park, what I said is my first, actually would technically be my second, because I did have a park before that. And oh gosh, I found my money farm. This is like my best money farm system, so I'm just going to quickly patch this up really quick. Oh gosh, the inverted coaster comes through. Here, I was also thinking we could have like a roller coaster going through the entrance, which would be like so cool to have. Alright, so there we go. We're gonna start working on the entrance. To start, we're gonna go for the center. So first we're gonna line this up. So then we're gonna get 0.25. 0.125. This is I usually use the scale because it's 1/8, and I just like using it especially for like, because it's basically what I like to use is the quarter scale, but there is no 8 scale, so I like to just use that. If you don't know what I mean, well, okay. Alright, so we're gonna create this cool archway really quick. This is going to be a big archway. You know what, this might actually be a little too big, so we're going to move this a little closer to the center. We're going to move it about this far away from the center. Let's see, is this big enough? So how tall will this go? This will get very tall, so. Actually, yeah, I'll be fine with that. Here, I could actually go in one more. I'm going to go in the slightest bit more. And that's going to make it perfect. Actually, never mind. So we're just going to move this one forward. And there we go. So then we can just copy and paste this around a bunch of times. And there we go. That will look pretty cool. So it's like a perfect circle. Oh gosh, I forgot to have a new tool to do that. But the reason I'm doing this is so I can kind of create it like a portal. So actually, I'm just going to use the new pieces. I can adjust it really good with the new pieces because I'm able to know what size it's going to be. So we're going to get the skinniest type. So we're going to get. There's a lot of scrolling to do. It'd be nice if like you could. I know you can search specific primitives, but I just don't like having to remember their names. So I do not do that, and then I have to go through a lot of work just finding the names of each primitive. They're gonna get pretty annoying. So I'm gonna line this up perfectly. So yeah, so we're gonna get that, and then we're gonna. This is the smallest, and it just gets bigger. I think that seems big enough. So we're gonna then line this up just about here, and then we're gonna bring it above the ground. So when I was younger, I used to love trains. Is this centered? So that's to bring this up. I know I'm like going crazy about it being centered, but the only reason I want it to be centered is so it looks pretty good. Like, because if it's centered, it'll make the park look just a bit better. Just something, I always made things centered, but I never really made them centered like that. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is gonna create like something right there. So we're gonna make a little rim around the side, so like it's gonna have the ticket area. This is gonna be a more tropical park, so this one is gonna be called Coaster Island, as I'm calling it. I could put it like that. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, wait, I think I should move this all the way forward. Here, actually, I'm gonna have to move this back a bit, so I'm gonna move this not that much back, then. All I really cared about is making this centered at the moment. Oh, that actually helped a lot, so we're gonna bring it back about 3, so 1, 2, 3. Like, that should be good now. Let's see how it lines up. And I'm gonna be putting my best effort into this park. Oh yeah, that should be good now. Yeah, you know, I'm just not doing that. Alright, let's hope this works. Or maybe actually I should move this. Make this one a bit longer. Hopefully that fixes it. Yeah, that's not gonna be great. So here, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna make this and then I'm gonna bring it out another, like, so bring this. And then we're gonna have it like this. So then this is gonna be pretty long. Alright, so then we're just gonna move this all forward. And this is gonna be the basic outlining. So that is like just very like, so yeah, that's how it is on the other side. And the only reason I want this to be perfect is to so I'm gonna rotate this straight and then like 1. And then that should line up. So how long is this? This is as long as 10. That's not gonna have that. It's gonna be like that. Yeah, that's good. So then we're gonna make this get a bit skinnier. So it's gonna get way skinnier. The only reason I changed it to a tropical theme is I feel like having a massive amount of roller coasters suit more like being an island or something. I'm just gonna make sure that this is how it needs to be by putting it like this. And the only reason I'm adding symmetry for this is just because like why not? And then like I just want it to be symmetrical because like it makes it look way better. Right, then this should line up pretty well with this. Why is this longer? There's the gap. But then there is nothing in there. I can work with that. Right, then we're gonna get this clipped cylinder. Why is this flipped upside down? Guess we're gonna have to flip this upright. Alright, we're just gonna do this to outline the part like the middle section. Alright, we're just gonna go like this. Alright, so this part is going to be like a very light tan. So I want to do is I'm going to get the default color, so I'm going to get this and then I'm going to kind of make it a bit of a darker tan. That will look pretty good. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Then the bottom I'm going to get burnt. Now here, there is a better texture than this, and that is roof shingles, and then I'm gonna get, oh wait, is the default blueness? That's alright. I could get a really light blue. How would that look? Oh yeah, that looks great. Then I'm gonna outline it like that. And then this is gonna be in just plastic. Yeah, and then I'm gonna do it like that. Oh, that looks nice. But for this, I'm just gonna make it a bit darker. I'm actually gonna get the brick color. Oh yeah, that looks great. So first, I was to get the roof, so I'm gonna get the roof, and then it's just gonna be like a slight slant. We're gonna move this upwards, then I'm gonna move it back. Alright, then like this. Alright, well then. And then we're gonna so I'm gonna go a bit across there. So the roof is gonna look decent, I'll say. Alright, then we're just gonna get the roof color. Yeah, that looks good, I guess. And we're just gonna make this entrance like a very quick entrance because this is, I'm gonna do a lot of work on the entrance off camera, but this is like mostly very boring. You get this and you get the exact same size as that. Then this same size. Well, yeah, so that is the entrance for now. I'm just gonna put down some concrete paths. And then we're just going to here, yeah, we're just gonna get the classic paths. And then we're gonna get a light concrete. We're gonna make it a bit darker. Yeah, so that should look good. Alright, I'm gonna fix all this later. This is gonna be the. I'm just putting these walkways down, even though I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna keep the main amount of them. This is just for basic layout. Yeah, so that looks pretty good for the entrance. Now time to make the cool part of this entrance. So this entrance is gonna have a roller coaster going over this. And it's going to be the inverted coaster. So we're going to make, I actually don't have one of these in my first park, so that's why I'm building one. So it's going to do this. It's going to have a pretty cool start of the ride. We're going to have a mountain over here, so this ride could intertwine with that mountain. So this ride is going to go down the dip, and then it's going to quickly turn you the other way. Then it's going to like, you're going to turn like this. And then it's gonna stop you like here, so you're gonna turn and be ones like to here. So then this is gonna go into a block break. Just before the thing left. And then yeah, then it's gonna go up. I'm gonna use the 15 degrees. So it goes like up like this, and then that's gonna be really the entire lift. This might not be the most realistic inverted coaster, but I'm fine with it being that way. So what we're actually going to do here is for this drop, I want to make it like a bit wider. So when it comes out, you can do this. And then you can go into like this, and then that brings you up. And then you're gonna go around the turn. But this turn is gonna do a barrel, like a cool roll. And then it's gonna go like this. Oh, it's basically a corkscrew. So basically then it goes like this. And then it does that. So yeah, basically this is gonna be the only reason I want to build a roller coaster first thing in this park is because like that's the thing I loved most about my first park, which was how much roller coasters there were. Oh wait, that was such a sick idea. So I'm gonna make oh wait. So if I was thinking, yeah, so basically, yeah, so what we're gonna do is right here, we're gonna make a cool like wall coming out of this. So it's gonna be like a nice little wall for protection. Like, and so you also don't sneak in, so no getting in for free. But it also is gonna act as a bit of protection against the roller coaster. So I'm gonna make a hole in the ground, so this thing will go into the ground, and then I'm just gonna actually trim all the paths out. So anything that goes in here, I'm gonna trim. Still have quite a bit of paths. Oh yeah, so I can place that there. Alright, so yeah. We're just gonna, so the roller coaster goes underground here. I was planning to do a corkscrew coaster, but I decided that an inverted would be way cooler. So it's gonna go underground. I'm gonna theme this area to like a mine shaft or whatever to make this like area even cooler. So like this is called a leg chopper, where basically no, it's called a foot chopper. I thought it was always called a leg chopper, but I still like calling it a leg chopper. But I'll call it a foot chopper, I guess. But basically, a foot chopper is where like your feet are like almost hitting the ground, and you can only get them on an inverted coaster, so they're really cool. Like so. You get extremely close to the ground, but so it feels like your legs are gonna get cut off because like the trains, like your legs like dangle, so like there's no floor like protecting you and against like the rails and stuff. So it's really cool. It's like really intense in real life. So you're gonna go through the ground. So yeah, my calculations were really wrong with the area that you go through. So this will bring you through here, and like yeah, you get really close to the ground, and then you're gonna come up like right here. So right here you're gonna come up and go into like a full barrel roll. Yeah, so it's an overbank turn, what it's called, what I'm doing. So basically there's a bank turn where basically all roller coaster turns are banked. So it's basically where the track like tilts you to make it feel better. This coaster is wrapping around the entrance, so that's really cool. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna give myself a bit of time to think of a name, because that's the one thing I hate thinking of in Theme Park Tycoon. What to name my rides, because I think of like such a cool name, but then I'm like, oh, it won't work with the theme. So like then that entire idea is like scrapped, and then like, so what color should we make this? I feel like a nice blue would do. Great. Gonna make this a better blue. Alright, so we're gonna make this ride blue. Then the supports are gonna get a pretty dark blue. Oh, that actually looks epic. Honestly, can it make it around the track? No, we don't want that much cars. That's not enough. 7, yeah, that looks good. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so that's cool. I'm gonna see if your feet hit off of anything. these rides are like epic in real life because you don't know if you're gonna hit anything or not. There was another one, like the 4-seat across one, but we're gonna place that somewhere else in the park, I feel like. Because this, I just want this to be like a cool like roller coaster just wrapping around the entrance. It's like you enter the park and you're like, oh, I see that, like you want to get on it first thing. Because like it's right there. Alright, so your legs hit off of that, the rest is okay. And then you go right against, like the overbank turn is like right against the entrance. Oh yeah, so then we're gonna bring it over the entrance pathway. This might be a bit hard to do, but so it's gonna go through here. Gonna make it a bit of a tighter turn. Then it's gonna go like beneath the overbank turn. And then we're gonna turn it this way. So we're gonna start turning it like this. That's like a crazy like turn there. So like, because like you're going like, if that was like a normal roller coaster, it looks like you're getting like thrown out of your seat, but like instead you're actually like flying out of your seat. So I don't know, like should I go like across this? Like not. Yes, I'm gonna go across the entrance pathway. It's like you go across here and then you go back into the ground. Yo, that would actually be so cool. So this is the only real thing we have to fix. So far as at the theme park, so I enter and I see this, I'm doing that first thing. So I have to put a roller coaster around there to keep the park how it was when I made it. So then you're gonna go around here. Should it go behind the entrance? Yeah, we're gonna go behind the entrance now. So then it's gonna do this like, I'm gonna do this, so we're gonna bank it this way and then we're gonna turn it like that. So we're definitely not going to make it like, so this ride is just designed to be like, so this ride goes upside down only one time so far. We're gonna change that. So when you come over here, you're gonna start going up a hill, but then you're gonna start banking the other way. In just preparation for doing something like this, let's say, so you bank to the right. I'm just trying to make this correct. Oh, and then you're gonna go back through like the mine. They're gonna get really close to the mine. So that's 3 loops. So yeah, we're gonna change the, so yeah, the station. Yeah, we're gonna actually change the location of the station. Just because like, so basically what we're gonna have is here we're gonna, so it's gonna go through a little light turn before actually entering the ride. So you're gonna go through a little turn, then we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that should be enough. We want 9 trains. 8, almost enough. This is a pretty, it's a good ride, but it's also pretty small, which, wait, 1 second. So we have that, and then it's gonna go like through here, and right here it's going to be like a huge section. There's gonna be a block break, then it's gonna be like this. Alright, so how much trains can we have on this track? So we can have 9. We're not gonna do that. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have. So this is going pretty good so far. Alright, so what we're gonna do is. Okay, so that turns pretty weird, but it will work. So then we're going to go snap it to the grid like that here. Then we're going to have block breaks, and then we're going to have the normal breaks, and then we're just going to have this, and then, yeah, so that's about what we need. So it's a pretty long break section, but over here is what we're mainly on. Oh, none of these like block sections are wide enough for 8 trains. We can have 2. As to enable this, we can have 7 trains. Yeah, so we do need quite a bit. We need to just do a bit of fixing. Alright, so what we need to do is we're gonna do like fix all of this. So what we're gonna do is here, we're gonna just make it about that much longer. Yeah, so that's good. And then it's gonna go through another block. So then we're gonna need to go another block break section. A bit longer this time. And then yeah, and it's gonna go through the breaks. Then it's gonna have just a normal section of track. Yeah, so that's good enough, I guess. Now how much can I have? So if 9, which is a lot, and then 8 is 3. Here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna extend the Here, I just need to go. Alright, I'm gonna go bathroom. Alright, well, I'm back. So, what we're gonna do is now we wanna. Oh yeah, I forgot. So we're gonna basically. The last thing I really need to do is. So. We're gonna make this like a lot longer. Then we're gonna have a small section. Then we're gonna break it to a certain section. And then we're gonna just do that for. Oh gosh, that break section is really long. Here, yeah, we can intertwine the 2 like coasters in the mountain. Yes, that would actually be sick. And then, what is it? Yeah, so actually 2 trains is actually enough. I'm not able to have a whole break. I actually see something. I never noticed. It doesn't. It's okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to... Alright, so we're going to need to bring the coaster, like, train back. So this isn't actually in my first park at all, but the cover... It's just a nice little coaster at the entrance of the park. That, like, is there when you enter. So we're going to bring it through this way. Bringing it over the station. Oh yeah, and it's gonna go through the station. Then it's gonna go like here. It's gonna go beneath the brakes, and we're gonna add a hole in the queue line maybe. Like the queue line could be over here, and then we're gonna create a little hole through it to create a thing like, what would you call it? Like, yes, so like the hole in the queue line is gonna be so the like roller coaster actually goes through it. Alright, we're just gonna move this a bit to the left so we can actually pull it this way. There we go. Yes, we've completed the ride. So all we need to do is test if it works. Then I'm going to change the friction a bit, like hopefully to make it go faster around the track. Because like these rides, like I was like when I was on one of these, like it wasn't the same type of ride, but like it was going so fast that like you'd feel like your legs are gonna come off. It was crazy. I remember I built a Rocky inverted coaster in Theme Park Tycoon for a video. The coaster wasn't the most smooth, and I didn't even build the roller coaster, I just built terrain around it, but I was on one of these, and it is actually my favorite roller coaster because of how like intense it is. Like, it's so cool. Alright, so there we go, we have the ride. So we're gonna have a wooden roller coaster over here going in through a mountain. And I want to see how this looks at the entrance of the park. Oh yes, this looks great. So we're going to change the friction to 50%. I'm going to change that to 50. Now time to change the colors of the car. So I want it to be something that suits the ride. So what we're going to do is this. Is it going to be like a purple? Alright, that's going to be purple, then black. Yeah, then orange. Alright, so this is gonna be a purple as well. Then this is gonna be a orange, and this is gonna be a blue. Is that good? Is it gold? Yeah, that's good. Is for gold. Then the seats should be the light blue. Then the restraints, like the... What's that? Don't even notice what that changes. Oh, does that change the back of the seats? That's going to be a purple. And then the restraints are going to be a dark blue. We're going to make this a special blue. And yeah, that's actually a perfect coaster train. So alright, now all we need to do is get on the ride and see how it looks. Is it smooth? And then we're going to also see, I also really want to see how good does it look like at the part where like it goes like just like around the track, like it goes around like the, you know, like the entrance. Alright, so I might do like a bit of work off camera to the entrance and maybe a bit of scenery around this ride, because this ride will need a lot of scenery. But the long train like looks really cool with this. It's a pretty interesting start. Alright, so you go up. So I'm also going to do a transfer track like right there or something, where basically the ride will get turn and go to like maintenance or something. Now we're gonna have to disable that. I'm disabling that 100%. And I can still run 2 trains. What? Here, you know what? 8 cars doesn't look too bad. But I just don't want it stopping on the first left. Alright. This ride looks epic. Alright, so you start by going through a turn, and then you go down. Okay, that looks epic. This is... I'm gonna go for the rider view, so this is what you'd see if you're actually on the ride. The reason it's not too tall is it's not supposed to be like the fastest, but I do want it to go pretty fast. So if this doesn't go fast enough, I'm going to change the friction to 25, which should hopefully work. Right. Yeah, this goes pretty fast. And yes, you go over the entrance. Oh, that must be like so cool on ride. Like I could imagine that in real life. That is very smooth, but not fast enough. Okay, so the ride doesn't go as fast as I'd like, so we're just gonna change that. And the track friction is gonna be 25%. We're also gonna maybe up the left tail speed to 200. And the only reason I'm actually enabling this park for guests is the main reason is just because my first park allowed it for guests. What I love about these trains is how wiggly they are. Like, since every train, like, it's not like a car. Like, the cars are literally only 2 seats each, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, so I like this going fast because then you will also get more speed on the track, like around the track. So yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. Oh yeah, that's way faster. I like that much more. Alright, so basically, yeah, it goes like this. And okay, that goes fast enough, I guess. And then it goes like through this. Hopefully it's able to make it through the final turn. You just need to fix a bit of terrain there. And yep, it's able to make it through the rest of the layout perfectly fine. Right, so this is the only thing we need to change. So I'm gonna just add a huge hole here. And this is gonna go down and down and down. Yeah, so what does this look like if you're over here? So the ride is going up and I'm gonna be over here. Yes, it's going around the track. Oh, it's gonna be right there in a second. Oh, that looks so cool. And then it's gonna go over the entrance now. Oh, that looks so cool. And then you enter the park and you just are able to see it wiggling around. That's actually pretty cool. Well, this takes up quite a bit of space in the entrance. We're gonna have another ride right here. This park isn't gonna have as much rides as the original park. I'm gonna have my main rides that I loved in it and that I really think could be a bit better. So I'm gonna obviously have the monorail because that's just cool. So, but this is like so cool. Like I just love this turn for some reason. Like it's the fact that like it comes out of the ground and then like you just see it like going over there. Is it coming back? Oh yes, it is. I could make it go straight into the left tail, but that's a bit boring. So I just wanted to add to start being a bit cooler. And then it goes up. And it also goes up like really fast. Oh, that would be cool if there's still a little gap there so you're just able to see it come out. And it goes into this turn really fast after the ride starts. I'm gonna say this is so first loop, second loop, and third loop. So yeah, so it has 3 loops. Let's see. Yep, 3. And then it goes over the entrance. That is so cool. Alright, bye guys!